alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the welterweight division between Miguel Cotto and Zab Judah. Miguel Cotto's on his way to take this tough challenge inside the ropes, but not much focus and passion in these final moments leading the way here. Judah's giving us one of those attitudes like, hey, it's just another day at the office. I know exactly what I'm about to do.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Back to the body.
Well, it's very easy to see here. You have one fighter who has a distinct advantage in terms of the reach. What do you have to do when you're fighting a guy who you know can bring that long arm out and get there before you can?
So there's two ways to deal with a taller fighter. One is the traditional way. Just tuck up, get a good defense, and make sure you start working your way in. Slip the punch, take that height advantage away. Bring your legs. The other is to step out, believe it or not. Elicit the taller guy to give up his height. Make him come to you.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head.
Inside, inside.
Halfway through this round here. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. He returns the favor with an uppercut. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Solid right by Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto with a big uppercut.
Just like that, just like that.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Miguel Cotto's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. Good way to protect the midsection. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Final 10 seconds of round number one. How about that left hand? End of the round here. And as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was. And, you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Okay, relax. This fight is so close. It's really close. Let those hands go, all right?
Here we go. Round two is underway. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
Zab Judah's swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. You know, boxing is a global sport. I think sometimes in North America we lose touch of that, but boxing is such a global sport, and every little region of the country defines its fighters differently, and the fighters are defined by where they come from.
Yeah, it really is. You know, sometimes if a fighter is from maybe a place where there's not many resources, then you're going to get a fighter who's a little cruder, and he's going to have to be more physical because, you know, he doesn't have the apparatuses in the gym where, you know, he can hit a double end ball, or, you know, he can be inclined to be a little bit more technical. And I think that you're influenced by those kind of things, by the lackings of certain benefits in somebody's background or preparation.
Judah's been well skilled on all the points of defense, and there Zab showed you his ability to block. Cotto's punch is far off the target. Zab Judah's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still it could get nasty as the fight progresses. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. And that's the end of round 2. Cotto's, well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Okay, we're doing fine. But listen, we have to do more. We have to pull ahead.
Judah's opponent is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. Dismisses his opponent's headshot.
Double jab, double jab.
Not able to land the headshot. Zab Judah's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Well-targeted left hand by Miguel Cotto. And he engages in the clinch. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. He just missed that shot up top.
Move in, move in.
Miguel Cotto's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Nice block by Judah.
I want the combination. You're landing one shot, but I need to see 3 or 4 punches. This fight is too damn close for you to be lazy with your punches, okay? Dile lo que estoy diciendo.
All right, come on, let's finish this. Keep going, just keep going. You're doing great, but let's keep working out there, all right? Don't save anything, just let it go. Look, you're standing straight up, move that body.
Start of round number 4 as we look at Teddy's scorecard. I think this is pretty much what we expected. We thought it would be a good, fair, competitive, balanced fight, and it's even so far.
No, not much to separate the two fighters. Right now, both of them working on the outside using the jab. I think it's going to come down to, does one guy decide to have a more educated jab? Maybe hook off it, do something a little bit more with that jab.
There's a headshot, but he parries it away. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Keep your back off the ropes.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Judah. Miguel Cotto's clearly affected by that.
Wake up.
He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Close the distance.
Looking good.
They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand.
Suck at him.
This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
All right, breathe, deep breath, get some water.
There you go.
Good. You're okay. Breathe for me. Now listen, you threw a white punch and it caught you.
It's like a whole new fighter out there. Look at him as we start this round. Remember what happened to him in the last round. Now he's up on his toes.
Yeah, well, remember what happened to him in the last round. That's what we say, but he doesn't say that. He's putting that out. He's putting it into the rearview mirror. He's going forward down the road with a lot of hope, a lot of vigor, a lot of confidence.
That's where you want to be.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top.
Shake it off.
Wow, look at that, trading shots. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. A snapping combination by Miguel Cotto. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Judah. Cotto's not sticking to his style at all. He got away from what had gotten him in trouble. Remember, he was rocked earlier.
Yeah, it's like being in the Grand Prix. You know, you're in that race, and all of a sudden you pull into the pit and you say, you know what, I got to change my tires. You know, I'm just not getting traction out here. You know, I almost went into a wall. Well, he's changing his tires, changing his plan.
Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Miguel Cotto. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Three minutes gone by in this round.
We need to pull ahead.
Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Zab Judah's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that.
Okay,
But the fighter must be
listen to me.
steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
So the second half of this fight has now arrived. Blocks that punch. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Miguel Cotto. People talk about Zab Judah's left hand. Big shot. Miguel Cotto's hurt. Big shot there. On the mark. Beautifully shot. Straight punch right on the mark.
Like an arrow and not shot by Cupid.
So he was knocked down there, but now he's giving you every indication that he's fresh and ready to go back after it.
Yeah, well, I think he's giving that to you because he is, as you said, just a quick knockdown. But right now, what he's got to be careful for is the same mistake again.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Downstairs with a right hand. Good defense, just covering up down low. Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Close to him.
Cotto's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend, one of them is to block. He did it there well. Well placed, straight right hand.
Jump on. Nice.
Miguel Cotto's rocked by a huge hook to the head. Not much action as he just ties up. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Zab Judah's cut is not looking good at all. I'm getting the sense that this fight could be stopped at any moment.
So the key is where the cut is. When the referee brings the doctor up to look at it, he's going to look at whether or not getting worse will imperil his health down the road.
All right, relax, relax. You're leaving yourself open now. You're throwing your punches wide. Keep tight, keep tight. You're good? Yeah.
As he starts this fresh round, coming off a round in which he was knocked down, we often look at his legs. But sometimes even more telling was the disposition and the way that he and his corner acted in between rounds.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point, Joe, because if the corner's not confident, they're not calm. If they show panic, then, of course, the fighter absorbs that.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Judah. Nothing there on the punch by Judah. Cotto lands the uppercut. Judah's opponent has to be thinking to himself, how can I get this guy off of him? How can he, Teddy?
Well, the one thing he can do is don't wait until he's on you. It's too late then. As he's coming forward, sidestep him a little bit before it's too late and catch him.
That left hand lands. Zab Judah finding the target again. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Inside, inside.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Bang the body.
How about a to return the sender with the left hand. Off target with that hook. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well.
Go out and get it. Go out and fight this guy. Take it to this guy. You have to go out and get this guy. Okay. Relax. Relájate. Take a deep breath.
Good job that round. All right, stay close to him. You get in there. Don't be flat-footed in there, all right? I want to see some movement inside, but you got to stay close to this guy. He can't hurt you when you're close to him.
Start of round number 8, Teddy. He does have a lead on your scorecard. Judah's been able to do what he wants in these middle rounds, but with only a few rounds left, he cannot afford a mistake.
Well, those are the rounds, you know, a lot of people call those late rounds the championship rounds. Whatever you want to call them, they're the rounds that you get tested. They're the rounds that separate people, separate ordinary fighters from top fighters.
Keep that head moving.
Blocks that punch. Judah's putting on a show here, defensively putting on a show.
And it's helping his offense because, you know, he's creating holes, he's creating opportunities, holes that he's filling as he makes his opponent miss.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Just look at the way he is right now, Teddy. Cotto's breathing right through his mouth. His mouth's wide open. That's a telltale sign.
Yeah, he's spent. I mean, we know what he can't do now. It looks like he can't really throw punches. You know, he can't keep a pace. But what can he do? He can grab on. He can hold. He can get...
Wow, look at that. This is not the night that Miguel Cotto envisioned. Not at all. Once again, he finds himself trying to beat the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Miguel Cotto looking to fight on after being floored. And just grabbing onto his opponent.
Comes out inside.
He was at a big disadvantage in the corner. Now he frees himself.
Double jab. Double jab.
That's exactly what he wanted to do, backing him up against the ropes. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Judah. Round comes to an end. We saw the knockdown there in that round. A little bit of a momentum gain.
Yeah, obviously it gives you confidence, but you know what? It can also be a momentum killer, believe it or not.
How so?
Joe, I've had guys where the worst thing that happened to them in a fight was when they scored the knockdown because they thought it was just going to keep happening. And they thought about only the punch they landed, not how they set it up. So they got away from the game plan.
Box smart. Hands up.
I don't know that there's any hope here as we start this new round. He's been knocked down numerous times already tonight, including the last round.
And I'm sure on that fateful night with Corrales and Castillo, when Corrales had already been on the floor 2 times, his mouthpiece was out, it looked like it was over. I'm sure nobody thought that it was only beginning. And it was. Corrales came back and scored a knockout.
Zab Judah's going well with the hook on the inside again. But, Teddy, I'm looking at it saying I can't believe nothing's coming back at him. There's got to be the opportunity there to counter that, right?
There is an opportunity, especially because he's taking a picture a little bit. You know, he's looking at what he does. He keeps doing that. Some flashbulbs might go off right in his eyes, in his head.
Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miguel Cotto. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Move your head. Muévete la cabeza.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Miguel Cotto with a big right hand.
Move in.
Now he ties up there. Zab Judah's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found.
Side to side. Fix yourself.
Final chance, last 10 seconds of round 9. Judah's dominating this fight every which way, just punishing his opponent, and his opponent has the face to show that result.
Well, that's because all the punches that are being thrown, they're accurate punches, and they're all being thrown with bad intentions.
Listen, he's going to get desperate here. He's going to come forward now because he has to. Be careful and catch him when he comes forward. Nice work. He's hurt. He's hurt. I need you to jump on him.
Now this is it, 10th and final round. And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Oh, good exchange there. Jab and a straight right by Miguel Cotto. Zab Judah's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed? Did you see that? Throw the scorecards out. Miguel Cotto's down and looks to be out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits. Have good...
Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Miguel Cotto's night could be over here. This could be the end.
One, two, three, four, five.
It's over. This fight is over. Judah's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner.